Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Infenion here in California. Beautiful, beautiful scenery here at this racetrack, and we're in wine country. Lots of wine in this area. Infenion, home to a lot of wine. Got a great fields, and these next three races are what many call the most critical races of the season. The road courses. If you're good at them, you might be in luck. If you're bad at them, well, you better hang on and hope you do not slide in points that bad. And this season, well, we've added a little mix to it. On two of the three road courses this season, the two will be Infenion and Watkins Glen, there will be no caution flags. They can wreck, they can flip, they can catch fire, they can anything. There will be no caution flags. That way we can finish the race under green at both Infenion and Watkins Glen, which has been a problem.
Start your engine!
There's a command to start the engine, which has been a problem in the Pepsi Racing Series the past few seasons. Now here we go. Dax Salabunde on the pole. Bill Raymond, Mike Flanagan, Ryan LeBlanc, Tim Walsh, AJ Sell, Timmy Pacioli over here as well. As we are rolling off at Infenion, getting ready for a Toyota SaveMart 350, a road course event here that will be action-packed. Pace car is already in. Field about to launch here. And here we go. We're getting ready to go underway here at Infenion. 10 laps at this 2-mile track. Road course, uphill, downhill, you name it, we have it here at Infenion. Here we go. On a hot Infenion day, green flag is out. We are underway. Nice jump by Dax Salabunde, but Mike Flanagan is there to challenge him. And looks like Mike Flanagan settles in behind Bill Raymond, or next to Bill Raymond. They're going to be side by side through the S's here. Dax, meanwhile, is checking out on the field here. And we have lots of side by side. Double file, they have not changed, except for Dax, who's pulled away from the field. We'll continue side by side, side by side. Looks like Bill Raymond's out to hunt Dax Salabunde down, as that's a huge lead already. And we go through the S's, a very dangerous part of the track. This is where most crashes happen, and there they go! Oh, and Trent Dunham is sent flying into the barrier over there, and he's hard into it. We're going to see that all day. Remember, no caution. Looks like Trey Campbell was involved. And a few guys. So now what we do is we're going to pause the race. Boom. And we're going to look at what happened. First off, this happened here, exiting turn 9 right after the wreck happened. Acosta turns Tony Speed there, a little revenge possibly. I don't know, that was looked very on purpose. Now let's take a look at what happened with the wrecks. So here's what happened with Trey. That whole outside lane really checks up, and the 11 of James Qualls is going to get into Trey, into the 77. They're going to go around into the barrier. And then there's the 77 against the barrier over here. 77 comes up right in front of the field, or at least most of the field, and you have Trent over here into the barrier really hard. We're going to take a look at that now in just a second. And the 77 stops, and the 31 and the 20, they have nowhere to go. And that just kicked up a bunch of dust, as you can see. You got guys in the dust everywhere. So it kicked up a lot of dust. And now let's take a look at what happened to Trent. As here's the leader of Dax Salabunde. Let's take a look at what happened to Trent Dunham as he went hard into the barrier. Okay, so with all this melee, here's Trent. He was right behind it. So he kind of comes down on Ryan Daniels, and Ryan Daniels is going to turn him right there. He's going to go flying into that barrier. A hard hit for him. Let's take a look at it now in full speed. It's definitely a hard hit. You see all the sand everywhere at this racetrack. Let's take a look at it once again here. A hard hit for Trent, excuse me. Here's the whole crash again. We're going to see Trent. We're going to see him fly out right about now into the... Oh, God, that's a hard hit. We have Ryan Daniels way out in the dirt over here. And definitely tough. And now we're going to see Tony Speed crash here in just a few seconds. He's going to go around. Ooh, Tim Pacioli when he really went wide there. You see the 21 almost get turned. Then you see the 8 car get turned right there. So now let's get back to the race and back to the action, as Dax Salabunde is your leader. And here is Dax, still your leader. After basically one lap. Bill Raymond trying to hunt him down. And he has single file a lot here. You have some double file here. Christian Johns trying to complete the pass on the 48 of Justin Perry. Perry won at Chicagoland. Now here at Infenion. We got some double file racing over here, and these guys were pretty far behind, as most of them were had to check out because of the crash. Now Dax through the S's here. Lots of dust here, as you can tell from the little fiasco we had about a lap ago. Bill Raymond trying to chase him down. Then you have Trey Campbell, Mike Flanagan, Joshua Perry, excuse me. Looks like we're good through the S's this time. Looks like everybody learned their lesson. Whoa! Brake check! Ryan Koch got bumped out of the way by Drake Rodriguez, but look at the run he got exiting the turn, though. So, Bill Raymond trying to gain on Dax, but just Dax is really good right now. Very, very good, actually. Huge lead. Very comfortable lead, and we'll see how it plays out. We got a long way to go, but my goodness. We go through the S's once again. This is the dangerous part of the racetrack. They're going downhill very fast and turning left and right. Looks like everybody will make it through without an issue again. And it looks like Bill Raymond might have gained a little bit that time. Here's the differences. Bill Raymond is 0.89 behind now. We'll see if he gains on him this lap. Seems like he is, though. As we have mostly single file racing, we have some double file racing. They're really getting spread out now. And we have Tim Walsh here battling with Stephen Papias. I believe that is for the 8th and 7th position. There's Bill Raymond second. We'll see if he gains anything on Dax this lap. It looks like he has drawn closer. I know Ryan LeBlanc is getting closer to Bill Raymond. Whoa, now he's really getting closer. So indeed, the top four are all gaining on the leader right now. See how close it is this time at the line. Dax really stretched it out that time. At the stripe this time, it is 0. Yeah, he definitely gained that lap. A few tenths of a second here. And Ryan's definitely breathing down Bill Raymond's throat. Or neck, I should say. Oh, we have one car. Jack Richards off in the dust. Ryan Koch over here. So, definitely something happened between these two. Let's take a look at it now. Oh my, watch this. You have Cole Bradley and Jack Richards racing very hard. And Jack Richards is going to run the 43 off course. He's going to try to save it. Comes back up, gets the 0-0, backs it into the wall. So Jack Richards, who ran the 43 off track, paid for that. And then you have Ryan Koch. He has to, go way out of line to avoid all of this. He has to go through the dirt, Dukes of Hazzard style here. Boom, gets it into the wall. And that's what happened to both of them there. And Jack Richards was able to keep going, so that, what's that saying, what comes around goes around? That happened to Jack Richards right now. He forced the 43 off course, and the 43 came back onto the course and turned him. So, there you have it. Let's get back to the action. Dax Alabunde is your leader, but Bill Raymond is closing in. So, here we go. Dax, Bill Raymond, Ryan LeBlanc, Mike Flanagan, and then you have Joshua trying to gain. They're all really close to each other right now. They're all really gaining, so, we'll see how it goes. And then you have the 32 now getting back to start-finish. And Jack Richards getting back to start-finish. So Dax got halfway point here. He had a comfortable lead, but that's quickly going away. As Bill Raymond's trying to really close in. Ryan LeBlanc really lost some time through the S's, it looks like. So did Bill Raymond. But this is where they all really gain. Watch this. Oh, not that much that time. Looks like the gap might have opened up a little bit this time around. Yeah, Dax definitely is going to have a bigger lead this time. That goes from back to 0.85. So it's just a cat and mouse game between all these guys now. And then you have everybody else. 42nd, 4 laps down is Trey Campbell. 41st. Trent Dunham, and Jack Richards is way off the pace. Obviously, he just crashed. So Dax now coming through the S's. Nice and smooth as he's been all day long. Smooth as glass. And wow, Dax just went through the S's, and now is when the tail end of the field is getting through the S's. That's how big of a difference it is. So we're getting very spread out here. Lap 7 now. Let's take a look at the gap now. Lap 7. It looks like it's 0.70, so a little bit of a gain for Bill Raymond that lap. Time's ticking on though. He's better, if he wants to get to that lead, he better really step on the gas and make it happen, because pace he's running, he's gaining little by little and then losing some and then gaining. He's not going to be able to catch him. It's been a dominant day for him today, Dax. I mean, he's got the most laps led locked up, which is a bonus point. And if this continues, he's got the win in the bag. Only thing I might be worried that might play an issue is this car, Jack Richards. He's kind of slow. Don't know if the leaders will get to him in enough time, but time will tell, I guess. We're coming around lap 8 now, and let's take a look at the difference this time around. Lap 8 of 10. It increases to 0.88, so yes, it is a cat and mouse game. They're not gaining, they're not losing. That's how it is on these road courses. It's very hard to pass, very hard to gain on the leader. It's very few passes are being made throughout this race, as you can tell. And lots of single file action. So Dax Labunde has all but gotten this victory here. Now he's really increased the lead through the S's. That's where he's been good all day long, through the S's. Unbelievable how good he's been through there. Just look how much he's able to open up the gap through the S's. But then Bill Raymond really outbreaks him here, and this is where Bill makes up the time. And looks like Ryan LeBlanc, who was gaining a little bit a few laps ago, has kind of fallen off a little bit. As you see now, Bill did gain just a little bit that lap, but now it's not going to be enough. We're coming to the white flag. This is, next time around, this is, you got to step it up, and Bill Raymond is just gaining little by little, and then when he does gain, he loses it. So I say Dax Labunde's got this in the bag, unless something weird happens where, a lap car or he overdrives it. It happens. You have you're perfect all race long, and then on the last lap you mess up or something like that. Unless that happens, I don't see Bill Raymond catching Dax Labunde here. And here we go. Looks like Bill Raymond was able to keep up with Dax just a little bit through the S's and really gained on him there. This is basically the closest Bill Raymond's been to Dax all race long. And white flag in the air, the bell lap, one more lap. If Bill Raymond wants to win this race, he better step it up this time by. And this is the closest he's been to him all race long. Oh boy, this is where it's going to get exciting. Bill Raymond really knocked it off that lap. And the gap is very, very close right now between these two. This is where Dax really pulls away though, through the S's. We'll see if Bill Raymond's able to keep up with him. Just making sure nobody else has crashed. And nope, Bill Raymond's not been able to catch up with the S's, not able to maintain with him. Ooh, got a pretty good run there though off the S's coming into the final corner. Oh, he overdrove it, Bill Raymond did. Oh, no way. He overdrove it. You saw that car wiggle. Dax Labunde is going to come off the corner. He's going to win at Infenion. As Bill Raymond overdrove the last corner, he possibly, maybe could have gotten to the back bumper and possibly bumped him out of the way, but it did not happen. Dax Labunde dominates at Infenion. That's the story. Domination. Leads all 10 laps. Very comfortable lead basically all race long, except for probably the second half of the race. He had to drive a little bit harder, but very dominant performance by Dax today. As here's their official standings. Join us for the post-race show. We're going to celebrate with Dax as he has won here at Infenion. And here comes Dax, getting ready to celebrate his win here at Infenion. The second win of the season. He won earlier in the season in North Carolina, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was North Carolina. And yeah, indeed it was. Race 4. He won at North Carolina. And now he wins here at Infenion. He's a former Daytona 500 champion. 2 wins. He becomes the 3rd driver of the season to get 2 wins. And around he goes over here. Becomes the 3rd driver of the season to get 2 wins. The other 2 are Drake Rodriguez, the Daytona 500 winner of this season, and Jake Johnson went 2 in a row, back to back. He won at Kansas and Michigan, and Drake Rodriguez won at Daytona, and then later on he won at Atlanta. So Dax now wins here as he's going around. There he is. So Dax now wins here, and he's won at North Carolina before, earlier in the season. So it should put him in good position for a wild card if he ever needs one. I believe he is in the top 10 in points now with this win. So a big win for him here in North Carolina. Join us. We're going to race 21. We're going to Watkins Glen, New York. The Pepsi at the Glen. Yet another road course and yet another track that we will not have a caution at.